Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to share the astrology update for May 2024. Stay tuned until the end of the episode when I give my sun sign predictions for each zodiac sign. Hey listeners, I want to remind you to support Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine podcast. You can do that by going on to www.buzzsprout.com/958-528/support. Also, it's a great time to book a reading. So check out my website, jilljardineastrology.com/shop and pick the kind of reading or service you would like. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of May 2024. We have a much more mellow month in May, so get ready to unwind, relax, and gear up for a Gemini influx at the end of the month. I will share the key dates and astrological activities during the month of May. Here they are. May 2nd, Pluto retrogrades in Aquarius. May 7th is the new moon in Taurus. May 15th, Mercury transits into Taurus until June 3rd. May 20th, the sun transits into Gemini. May 23rd is a full moon in Sagittarius with the sun in Gemini. Also on May 23rd, Venus transits into Gemini until June 17th. On May 25th, Jupiter transits into Gemini until June 2025. And from May 30th to June 3rd, we've got Jupiter in Gemini, trining Pluto in Aquarius. May moseys in as a much mellower month than April. We can catch our breath and let the chips fall where they may after the astro antics of April, including the manic Mercury retrograde, the stellar solar eclipse, and major planetary conjunctions. Taurus terrain rules in early May with 4 planets, including Venus, Sun, Jupiter, and Uranus, touring on Taurian turf, enhanced at the Taurus New Moon on May 7th, and with Mercury joining the earthy element on May 15th. After the 20th of May, the Taurus takedown turns to a Gemini jubilee. Use the influx of Taurian energies to get your money house in order and take care of economic concerns during early May. Go out in nature, walk outside in the fresh air, and feel the natural energies rebirthing out there and within you. Enjoy the spring blooms and fumes. Get very grounded. Venus in Taurus nudges us to enjoy in earthly pleasures such as dining on delicious foods, getting massages, soaking in salt baths, and other sensuous delights.
La la.
Powerful Pluto pulses in reverse on May 2nd, retrograding until October 11th in Aquarius until September 1st, 2024. When he backtracks to Capricorn, shifting back into Aquarius again on November 20th, coinciding with the election season in the United States. This time offers a pivot point between past and future, with the Capricornian old order battling it out, breathing their last gasps of Plutonian power as the Aquarian new paradigms have already bloomed and are emerging in our world. Instead of fearing the Plutonian purging in the realm of karmic Capricorn, we should look at this as an opportunity to clear and release even more baggage that is yet to be disposed of in the previous years of Pluto's transit through Capricorn during 2008 through 2023. So, Pluto's retrograding on May 2nd will go back into Capricorn for 2 months from September through November 20th. So we should be seeing some very, very interesting developments in the world as people try to rehash and go back to what we know doesn't work anymore. For the collective, this means more restructuring or even collapse or flailing of existing structures in our societies, including governments, economics, education, and healthcare systems. The focus is back on these larger institutions that govern our world and consider whether they're too flawed or outdated to continue in their current form. So Pluto retrogrades again from May 2nd through October 11th, but goes into Capricorn and doesn't get back into Aquarius until November 20th. It's a couple months there. So when Pluto does retrograde from May 2nd through October 11th, we get to revisit our transformational process, look at what is dying or leaving our lives, and perhaps rebirth ourselves. Pluto is the planet of death and transformation, so its retrograde subtly affects our relationship to slow moving changes taking place in society. Pluto retrograde allows time for a population to integrate big shifts in situations and consciousness. Sometimes groups of people will wake up to power plays that the governments, military, media, or other groups who hold power have implemented in a population. Pluto backspins once a year for about 5 months at a time. When Pluto retrogrades, those born during the sign it is retrograding through, in this case Aquarius and Capricorns, as well as Scorpios, will be impacted. Scorpios because they are naturally ruled by Pluto. Taurus New Moon arrives on May 7th, ushering in enjoyment of all things earthy and sensual. Hallelujah! We are out of the eclipse moons and can fully partake of the advantage of this new moon to set intentions, make our affirmations, and plant seeds for money and love to bloom this year. The moon is exalted in Taurus as the lunar goddess is friends with Taurian ruler Venus, and they are both hanging out in her palatial palace. Yes, Venus is in Taurus. Venus, Sun, Moon, Uranus, and Jupiter are all luxuriating on Taurus turf. It's a love fest. Positive energies, especially related to women or female energies, abound. Feel and enjoy the enhanced Shakti, a Sanskrit term for divine female life force, which both men and women have access to in their bodies. Get grounded, centered, focus on financial and physical security and well-being. Restoration of health, upgrading our physical body, activating our light body, regeneration of life force will help us ride the waves of change on the new earth. Uranus and Jupiter are still hand-holding, moving together through 22 to 25 degrees of Taurus, loosely conjuncting this new moon. Dally and daydream in the garden of abundance. Know your self-worth and ask Taurus planets to show me the money, honey. Get creative with managing your finances and resources and tightening the belt as well as making your money work for you. Cut out extravagant or unnecessary expenses. Use this new moon in Taurus and plant seeds for future flowerings in shifting sands. This new moon occurs at 18 degrees Taurus. The Sabian symbol of 18 degrees Taurus is, quote, a woman airing an old bag through the open window of her room. The keynote is the cleansing of the ego consciousness. This symbol suggests that the real enemy is within the mind. It is the ego and its attachment to possessions. The mind is shown in the likeness of the bag, now empty and needing to be aired in the sunlight. But the window must first be opened and the bag emptied. This is all, by the way, coming from Dane Rudar and his book, An Astrological Mandala. And he continues, the phrase, cleansing the doors of perception, has become well known of late. But even more to be cleansed is the container of perceptual images, i.e., the ego mind. The key word is purification. So, cleansing the doors of perception, a phrase from Aldous Huxley, which Jim Morrison took to call the band The Doors. So, this Sabian symbol shows us that we have the choice to be ruled by ego mind, which includes the body and body consciousness more in a restricted way, or we free up ego mind so that we can connect with the higher mind. And the process that we do that in is with a purification, intentional purification of ego mind. So this new moon in Taurus gives us the opportunity to do just that. Take advantage of this powerful archetypal Sabian symbol at this new moon. Mercury joins the Taurus cosmic party on May 15th, amplifying all things Taurus, including self-worth, wealth consciousness, resources, romance, flirtation, security, and stability. Would you like more wealth, prosperity, and love in your life? Would you like to develop your intuition so you can make better decisions in life and you know what the truth is and not the narrative that's being run out there in the media and alternative media and social media? Well, I have developed an online course to help you. I'm applying my years of experience of helping clients have more successful, prosperous, happy, and fulfilling lives with metaphysical techniques, tools, and powerful positive processes. I have created a series of empowering workshops. Check out my online courses on Sanskrit mantras for wealth, prosperity, love, and to develop your intuition. Check it out at my website, jilljardineastrology.com/M as in Mary, C as in cosmic, S as in scene. jilljardineastrology.com/MCS. Full moon in Sagittarius with Sun in Gemini occurs on May 23rd at 9:53 a.m. Eastern Time. There will be much happening on the political and international front. The media will be hopping with headlines as this Sagittarius full moon brings issues to a head. Resolutions and solutions are possible to international skirmishes and other concerns. Pluto in Aquarius throws a favorable aspect to both the sun and moon, lending a helping hand in sorting out conflicts and conundrums. The moon in Sagittarius is truth-seeking, desiring to see the big picture and find all pieces to the puzzle. Sun in Gemini can obscure the truth with fibs and white lies and withheld information. We have to decipher the truth for ourselves in May because we will be bombarded by two sides of the story and many different versions of the truth. This full moon focuses on information, communication, attitude, and a sense of adventure. Bring on some Gemini joy and sassy Sagittarian steam. Yeehaw! Sagittarius full moon asks that we look at the big picture and gaze into our future with optimism. Venus goes into Gemini on the same day, enhancing the theme of communication and information. Time will also feel as if it is speeding up. On a personal level, this is an exciting time which gives the brain power and incentive to follow through on new ideas and inspirations. Our neural networks and social outreach are making great connections. The excitement is bubbling over with potentials and possibilities popping up. The Sabian symbol for the full moon at 3 degrees Sagittarius is, quote, two men playing chess. The keynote is the transcendent ritualization of conflict. And again, I quote from Dane Rudar's An Astrological Mandala, quote, essential to sociocultural living is the transmutation of man's natural aggressiveness under most conditions of existence. Many rituals, sports, and games have no basic aim. In chess, the complex types of energy, which in their togetherness constitute a human person, are symbolized by 6 kinds of pieces: the king, queen, bishops, knights, rooks, and pawns. The struggle between light and darkness, the yin and yang forces, is ritualized, ending in most cases with checkmating of the king. Again, a representative of the ego, the conscious self. In a dualistic world, such a contest between polarized forces is omnipresent. The chess game trains people to be more objective, more careful, more aware of whole situations, and less impulsive and intent upon side issues. It brings to the objective consciousness the basic realities in interpersonal interplay. So important at this time when I mentioned that many international situations, conflicts, in this case, it might be the war going on in the Middle East and the Ukrainian Russian conflict. All of these will be shed light on, and we may see what really is behind them and what forces are at work and who can make gains from this and what is actually being spun in the media about it and what other international webs are happening and how can the game of chess show us the complicated dynamics of what is happening on the worldwide scene and how the interplay between players is important. And what is this all leading to? So pay attention to what shows up both in the collective and in your personal life. How are you interconnected and are being asked to interplay with others in your life, ultimately to reach a soulful solution and not an ego power play. Jupiter transits into Gemini on May 25th, 2024, and stays there until June 9th, 2025. Jupiter is the jovial giant of the zodiac, known as the guru in Vedic astrology, and wherever he graces his presence is where our knowledge, experience, and our understanding will be expanded. Jupiter blesses us with optimism, growth, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and in astrology is known as the Great Benefic and the Expander. It is generally agreed upon by astrologers that any Jupiter transit to your natal birth chart will be a good transit. So Geminis and other air signs, Aquarius and Libra, get ready. Your luck is about to change for the better. Jupiter quests for profound truths and significance, linked with the realms of the higher intellect, philosophy, truth, and spirituality. Transiting into Aries and sometimes flaky Gemini, Jupiter may be confounded. Gemini's characteristic objectivity, curiosity, and multifacetedness, and sometimes duplicitous behaviors are not natural to Jupiter's truth-seeking and deeper dives into the nature of reality. In Gemini, Jupiter's negative manifestations could show up as a lack of follow-through, too many ideas without a plan to set them into motion, gossip, TMI, or too much information, lies, wishy-washy, two-faced energy, and indecision. So watch against that in the coming year. During Jupiter's transit through Gemini, an air sign, it will inspire mental adventurism, fostering a readiness and eagerness for learning and expanding the mind. Be ready to be versatile, sociable, curious, and willing to broaden your perspectives. Jupiter in Gemini thrives on engaging with diverse viewpoints and exploring various angles of an argument or situation. Practical and applicable information and wisdom will be valued, emphasizing the importance of news we can use in our daily lives. Faith in ourselves can bring about auspicious outcomes, positive circumstances, or plain good luck. The last transit of Jupiter through Gemini was from June 11, 2012 through June 25, 2013. So remember what went on in your life during that time period, and maybe you can take it to a new level as Jupiter transits Gemini from May 25th, 2024 through June 9th, 2025. Stay tuned for the part of the episode you've been waiting for. Sun sign forecasts for each zodiac sign in May 2024. Here we go. Zodiac predictions for each sun sign. Let's start with the birthday kids. Hey, happy birthday, Taurus. Make hay in May. It's your month for luck and love, especially before May 19th. Money and more at the new moon in Taurus on May 7th, with 5 Taurus planets planting seeds of love and lust. It's your cosmic party with Venus, Sun, Moon, Uranus, and Jupiter showering down grace and fortune during the first week of May. Hit the ground running. Mercury moves into Taurus turf on May 15th, showing you the way for more security and stability in your life. Your lucky days, Taurus, are May 6th, 7th, and 8th. Gemini. Early May has you reaping the karma you have sown in the past year, but you sense something big on the horizon. Excitement builds through the month, and you feel like you could pop with anticipation. Prepare as planetary plentiness pervades when the sun shifts into your sign on May 19th and jolly Jupiter jaunts in on 5/25. Set yourself up for a year of luck as Jupiter jumpstarts Gemini through June 2025. Happy days are here again. Lucky days are May 8th, 9th, 25th, and 26th. Cancer. Taurus vibes keep Cancer calm and peaceful. Your soul basks in newfound creativity and comfort. Cancer is caressed at the Taurus New Moon, feeling love from the Sun, Moon, Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus. Pamper and self-care to prepare your body, mind, and spirit to receive the influx of new energies this summer. Lucky days for you, Cancer, are May 11th and 12th. Leo. You may feel overwhelmed and overburdened in early May, especially with the Taurus New Moon on May 7th squaring your Sun. Worldly demands and expectations of others interfere with your peace of mind. Wrap up loose ends and complete projects instead of embarking on something new. When Jupiter jumps into Gemini, Leo's luck takes a turn for the better. Good news gives you a fresh perspective as you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You are excited and inspired again. Leo's lucky days are May 13th, May 14th, and 15th. Virgo. Lots of love from Taurus planets, throwing favorable aspects to fellow Earth sign Virgo. Jolly Jupiter jazzes up your life as he says his farewell to Taurus territory. Take advantage until May 25th. Money and love vibrations are enhanced during May. Your social life picks up from the planetary party in Taurus, and Uranus offers some breakthroughs that can appear spontaneously. Your lucky days, Virgo, are May 16th and 17th. Libra. Taurian planets transiting your 8th house of other people's money has you planning your financial future and bringing in some gains. You've weathered a recent whirlwind with the solar eclipse in Aries during April opposing your Sun. Let the dust settle. Use early May to restore and reboot your energy. At the end of May, you get to play. Jolly Jupiter jaunts into Gemini, fellow air sign, signaling a new cycle of connection and communication. Your lucky days, Libra, are May 18th, 19th, and 20th. Scorpio. Taurus planets give you a run for your money. Stay calm and carry on. Hold down the fort and power through your responsibilities. Saturn is helping you consistently clear karma. Pluto in Aquarius has been pushing buttons and forcing psychological transformation. It's all good. After the Taurian takedown is over during late May, you get to play. Your intuition shows you the way. Your lucky days, Scorpio, are May 21st and 22nd. Sagittarius, time to arise from Sagittarian slumbers and take action. At the Sag Full Moon on May 23rd, you have processed the past and are equipped to move forward in the coming months. Your planetary ruler, Jupiter, jumps into Gemini, releasing the density of Taurus, lifting the veil, and showing new possibilities. Your mind is lit up. Your lucky days, Sag, are May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Capricorn. Capricorn is boosted by the influx of Taurian planets, and it shows up as new sources of income. Good vibes shower down at the Taurus New Moon on May 7th, opening up portals of potentiality. Plant seeds for the future under earthy energies. Taurus planets are throwing helpful aspects to hard-working Capricorn. Perhaps going forward, you can learn to work smart, not hard. Pluto retrograde allows you to incubate, regenerate, and prepare for the rebirth of your creative life expression in the coming months. Your lucky days, Capricorn, are May 26th and 27th. Aquarius. Taurus planets in early May put you through your paces. Take care of your worldly affairs as you blast back into Aquarius airspace soon enough at month's end. Pluto retrogrades in your sign on May 2nd through October 11th, letting you revise and revisit your big plans for the future. End of May gives Aquarius a turbo boost to fly the friendly skies of Gemini. Jubilant Jupiter jolts into Gemini on May 25th, sending electrical waves of inspiration, creativity, love, and luck to Aquarius. Your lucky days are May 1st, May 2nd, May 28th, and 29th. Pisces. Pisces flows into Taurus terrain, enjoying the stability and security of the party of planets in the sign of the bull. Your financial outlook improves, and you seek pleasure and peace. You feel revitalized and regenerated. Taurus New Moon on May 7th showers you with blessings from Sun, Moon, Uranus, and benefics Venus and Jupiter jumpstarting your life. You can put your rose-colored glasses back on and breathe in the mystic crystal visions. Your lucky days, Pisces, are May 3rd, 4th, and May 30th and 31st. Aries. You're still reeling from the April solar eclipse in your sign, forcing release and purging. You realized if you have outgrown an aspect of your life, and it is time now to let go and create space for the new. Taurus New Moon occurs in your solar second house of resources, bringing in opportunities for income and fresh financial influx. Your lucky days, Aries, are May 5th and 6th. Celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this episode of May 2024 Astro Update. Remember to download, share, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, sending stellar sensations and vibrations through the quantum field. Da!